Hi, my name is Gerald Cipolla. I'm an immigration attorney at the Cipolla Law Group. Today I'd like to talk about what a substantial investment is, which is a requirement for an E-2 visa. So unlike the EB-5 visa, which has a definitive investment amount, the E-2 visa has a requirement that a substantial investment be made. So what is a substantial investment? Is $1,000 a substantial investment? Is $1 million a substantial investment? Well, a substantial investment, according to the Foreign Affairs Manual, which is essentially the Bible for E-2 visas, describes what a substantial investment is. It gives examples. So a substantial investment is, in layman's terms, skin in the game. So the consulate officer wants to make sure that the investor is not going to come to the United States, put in a nominal amount, and then not operate the E-2 visa. They want to make sure that there's enough invested so that the investor will not just walk away. It's just so much that they have to continue with what they're setting it forth as part of the E-2 investment. The E-2 investment also requires that the substantial investment be not marginal. So a not marginal investment is, it's going to create jobs essentially. So just to recap, so there must be a substantial investment. A substantial investment is enough to make the business operational, in other words, successful, and so that the investor just can't walk away. And then also that substantial investment must not be marginal. So in other words, it's not just going to be enough for the investor to make a living for the investor's family, but in other words, it's going to benefit the community. And usually you translate that into jobs. So let's take that into an example. So you have a big corporation that overseas wants to invest into a manufacturing plant. And that manufacturing plant may require lots of machinery, may require a lot of jobs to operate the machinery, may require a real estate purchase. So a $10,000 investment into something that large wouldn't work. Perhaps $1 million, $5 million, whatever is required to make that business operational and successful is required to prove that it's a substantial investment. Take maybe a service-based business, and maybe that service-based business is going to start out and they need 5 jobs. They need to buy computer equipment, office equipment. They need to get an office lease. They need to have a marketing budget. They need to hire professionals. So that would require a much less investment compared to that big manufacturing company. Maybe to get that business operational, $100,000 is required. Maybe $75,000 is required. In terms of whether that's considered substantial, different consular officers may have different interpretations about it, but you want to show through a really good business plan that this is enough to make this business successful, that the investor can't just walk away, and that this investment is going to create jobs. So for a good E-2 visa, you want to be able to document that the investment is substantial, kind of as I just described, and that it's going to create jobs within X period of time. And that's how we describe a substantial and non-marginal investment. Thank you.